Hello everybody. Happy New Year. In this video, I want to do a lesson about what I learned throughout 2023 about my hair. I just combed my hair right before I'm trying to keep it nice and neat. I just combed my hair right before I opened the camera. So basically, this is what my fro looks like. Actually, I wanted to show you more so. My hair is very uneven. I don't think the camera will be able to show very clearly how uneven my hair is. So this is basically what my hair looks like. This is interesting, isn't it? Like I can't. I'm not able to keep it nice, puffed up like this. I have a very bad habit of putting my hands in my hair, and I probably will do that. Actually, even as I record, I'll probably end up ruining this. But yeah. Well, actually, okay. So the reason to why I brushed out my hair is because maybe you can see clearly in the camera, but so this section is longer. This top section of my head is actually I guess it's the longest of my head, and then this is the back, the middle section right there is like the shortest section of my head. And I think it's because technically I'm I don't only sleep like on my sides. I go to sleep on my back, and I preferentially sleep on my back, but during the nighttime, I guess I do, end up sleeping on the sides, and my hair basically, I guess, maybe gets more affected on the back. So in all cases, whatever it is, I do have this back section that's not I guess as long as the rest of my head. So these are the things I learned in 2023 about my hair. The first one is that I love and love and love. Well, I should say I love and love and love bald head first. I think if I had the absolute. I just didn't understand that you are not bald for a very long time. So you kind of lose that bald head really quickly if you're not bald for for maybe medical reasons, or basically your hair fills in quickly. And so I was not prepared for that, and I didn't really understand that. I don't know, I think somewhere within my head, when I shaved my head, I probably had it that maybe I'll be bald for a few months, and then, I knew that hair grows, but you don't exactly realize how your hair grows when you have hair on top of your head, because you already have that hair, and it doesn't seem like your hair is growing, but your hair, whatever inch of length it grows per month, it's not coming out at the end of the month. It's slowly growing every single day. So it's very fascinating to see that. So I love the bald head, and then I love short hair. However, this hair right here, to be perfectly honest, I am not enjoying this very much, and this looks nice and cute now because I just combed it, but I am not able to keep my hair nice and puffed up like this. Actually, I brush my hair most of the time, almost all the time, unless I skip brushing my hair. right before I wash my face during the morning time. And what I would do is I would brush it backwards, and it looks far uneven when my hair is brushed backwards than when I actually, like, I just brushed it forward like this, and I feel like it looks fuller and it looks more even when I'm like kind of closing in on my face. And this was actually how I was brushing my hair when my hair was shorter than this, because this is the direction in which my hair grows. So it looked nice when it was shorter. It looks nice like this, but because I touch my hair, because and also throughout the day, my hair, I think, ends up taking in like more texture, like especially in the back. It will start to like curl up. It will start to be affected, I guess, by the environment as the day goes down. And so basically, I love short hair, but I don't think from like hair from this, maybe like from something like 2 inches to I don't know what 4 inches will be like, because I don't have my hair is not like 4 inches long as of now. But I feel like maybe up to 4 inches, or maybe even 5 or 6 inches. I don't know what that looks like. For somebody like me who likes to do things kind of quickly, that is not my length of hair. I think I'm like, the other time I've been washing my hair really late at night, and like for the past couple of years, because it just ends up being that by the time I have to take a shower, I'm taking a shower, it will be like super late at night, and I would end up blow drying my hair so that I'm not going to bed with like a wet head. But I don't have a blow dryer anymore, and the other time I was trying to not go to bed, like I put towel on it, tried to dry it, but then I thought, okay, maybe like I need to like, braid it into smaller pieces, and then I had to take like smaller pieces, and it took forever. So basically, I don't think 2 inches to I'm assuming up to like 4 inches, maybe even 5 inches. I just need to be able to have like a larger section of hair, and to be able to braid it, and then also to be able to put it back in the bun, because when you take shower, now I'm like putting a band-aid to pull it back, because like I can't collect the hair like into like one piece and tie it together. I love short hair, but I just don't think I can. Yes, I'm not a person that would, because I always push everything down to well, in all honesty, I call it minimalism, but it's in some ways kind of being lazy. So I for the way I approach things, this hair is just kind of too much work for me. So the lesson is actually that short hair deceptively takes in, like, requires more time and more work and more effort. And so basically it will probably be that I like bald head. I like when the hair is like a little filled in and you have some hair. But I think everything above 2 inches and maybe, some comfortable length to tie your hair together is probably like, it's probably a little bit uncomfortable if you don't take care of your hair too much, or if you want to have like a very minimal approach to your hair. So that's basically the first lesson. The second lesson is that like with my uneven hair, my hair for sure grows at different length. But I think also, like, as I was trying to make sense of this, I don't think it's that the hair grows at different great. I think it's that different hair follicles go into cycle at different times, and I guess it makes sense evolutionarily, because if all of your hair went into like the same cycle at the same time, you'll be bald because your hair has to fall down. And I guess it makes sense. It makes sense that sometimes, some sections of your head are probably not at a growing phase when the other section of your head is. So basically the second lesson is that hair definitely grows at different rates, and it's very visible. I was trying to look at people online who have a seemingly like uniform length of hair, and I think there's always like some section of head, even like the section like around here, the edges, or even like in the back, or like the baby hairs. There's always going to be a section of your head that is a little bit shorter, that's not as long as the rest of your head. I haven't seen a picture of a person with like a completely uniformly even head of hair with all of their hair grown out. So the second lesson is hair grows at a different rate. The third lesson is I guess the third lesson is that I absolutely love the bald head. I guess I said that at the beginning. The only thing that would discourage me from shaving my head in the future is that I think it's probably a length of hair that that takes basically from like I think from month 4 up until maybe you get a comfortable length of hair. I feel like it's a little bit uncomfortable to have that length of hair. Well, for me and how I take care of my head. So that's what I've learned. And then the fourth lesson is this is in some ways kind of a big confirmation for me. I started taking care of my hair when I was, because we weren't allowed to do like makeup and stuff like that as children. And, by the time I was like in middle school and high school, I was mostly caring for my hair in a way that I was reading the blog of a woman actually, and she wanted to grow her hair down to her ankle. And this is like in the 2000s, and because I didn't have a lot of information, because you didn't have all this information from like the 2010s of people like the natural hair care, and a lot of people had like different methods. By that time I was in college, and I had like fallen out of I guess caring for my hair. I was following the blog of a woman, and I was caring for my own hair, kind of like reading her blog. And I learned during that time that my scalp care was like completely different to my hair care itself. And when I shaved my head, what happened was that I believed that I would end up having to wash my hair or my head less. I had like the first night when I shaved it, I did use shampoo. I think I shampooed like two times, or a few times actually, because I wanted to get to get rid of all the, I don't know what I was trying to get rid of. I mean, like, I just wanted, like, I guess, a squeaky clean head. But then after, I think, a couple of days, or within that week when I was washing it, I thought, okay, I'm going to try to skip, like, shampoo and just, like, have, try to clean try to see if I'm a person that can skip shampoo, because there's also a lot of people that say that, you know, shampoo's not good for you, or they don't shampoo their head. Maybe like they do different things, like they I know that some people use apple cider vinegar. I don't know, they different people use different things instead of shampoo, and I was trying to figure out if I can do that. And I immediately went back, so I didn't shampoo, and then I immediately just went back into the shower and shampooed my head, because well, I was more so, I think, I don't know what was also happening. I was scratching my scalp a lot, because I think there's a little bit of an uncomfortable phase when you are bald head, where maybe the hair is like growing, and as it's coming in, it's a little bit uncomfortable. But I don't think I have, but it may be possible that I also have a little bit of an oily head or an oily scalp. And so basically I've always had to like wash my hair because my scalp needs it. And so it was a confirmation for me to I guess to continue to use some kind of, if there's a better cleanser that I can find than shampoo or conditioners, I will do that. But for now, like I'm trying to find ways how to not. There's that guy on YouTube who just, you know, who talked about how he stopped using shampoo, and then his, you know, hair stopped falling out, and he had I don't know, he said that his hair was better than before. So I've been trying to get to that stage, but I don't know why, and I don't know, for some reason I just cannot seem to be able to go without actually shampooing, even when I'm bald. So so basically my scalp definitely needs a regular cleansing, and I'll try to figure out in the future what that would look like, but at least I know for sure that I cannot. I know for some people they can last, you know, maybe like a couple of weeks, or maybe more than that, without having to directly shampoo. But I don't know why, and I don't know what's going on. But so yes, my scalp will want to be washed, and I've also been using washing my hair as a lazy way of like adding moisture to my hair, because obviously water is like the ultimate moisture there is. But so basically the lesson being that I want to figure out, and I will figure out how to better care, like better cleanse my hair, but then also that I definitely cannot go without some kind of cleansing. So yeah, that's interesting. And then the last one, I have experimented with lots of dyes this year. The last day of 2022, December 31st, 2022, I dyed my hair blonde, because I mean, probably not the best way to do this, but I had a box of blonde dye that was sitting around, and I said I don't want it to go to waste. So I ended up dyeing my head blonde, and I also dyed it again February 2023. Actually, so the first time I dyed my hair, it was in May 2021, and by the time April 2022 had come, I was really tired of it, because I dyed my hair with a red dye. And what happens with red dyes is that I think it does have a little bit of like bleach in it, but it's gonna deposit red color. And generally I actually have, I think, a little bit of a thick hair. My hair looks full, but I think what makes it look full is that each strand of my hair is like a little bit thick. I do also have sections of my hair that are like, you know, maybe like thinner or like not as thick as the rest of my head. But this section of my head especially is, each strand of my hair itself is thick. And so when I dyed my hair red, it was basically bleaching it, and then, I mean, I think it bleaches it a little bit, and then it deposits a red color. So it made my hair extremely, extremely thick, and I did not like that because honestly it made my hair very thick, so my hair tangled up extremely easily, or maybe it damaged my hair a little bit as well, and my hair tangled up easily, and it was just complicated. I don't know why. It was like I liked the color. It didn't come out like the flaming red color that's on the box on my head, but it just basically gave me like an auburn color, and it looked nice, but the hair was very big. It was coarser, it was kinkier, and it just made my hair that much more. And so I, like, by the time it was like April 2022, I ended up like cutting it out basically because I was just tired of it. So I had a blonde dye that was sitting around. I think I didn't dye my hair from like April 2022 up until the last day of 2022, like December 31st, 2022, because I just didn't I just didn't want to deal with like that type of experience again. And so I ended up dyeing it December 20 the last day of like December 2022, and then I dyed it again February 2023 and then I bleached it in May and then in June. So I think bleaching your hair is like the most processing you can do to your hair, and bleaching your hair was not I mean, bleaching my hair was, so with the blonde dye, it made me realize that I should have used at least two boxes on my head, because even with the red color I should have used two boxes. So if I hadn't used more boxes, maybe I would have gotten that flaming red color, but I guess I didn't know at the time. So but with the blonde dye, because it was bleaching the hair, the color of my hair and the dye was so distinctive, so you can definitely tell that I needed more than one box. So by the time February came, February 2023, I ended up dyeing it again. And then I thought, okay, so I've already dyed my hair, so let me just see if I can like bleach it and what that experience would be like. And the bleaching was an interesting experience in that my hair texture obviously completely changed. I think what happened honestly with the bleach was that I feel like it just burned off the outer layer of my hair, because when I go into the shower, my hair will take in water within like 30 seconds, and then when I'll put up my hair and then I'll try to wash the rest of my body, and by the time I'm done, which may be like 20 minutes to 30 minutes, my hair will be dry. And usually that's not, you know, my hair does not dry within 30 minutes ever. And basically with the bleached hair, I could not keep water within my hair at all. So that was a very interesting actually texture, because every single time I liked the blonde dye a lot better, because I think because of the bleach, it was slightly thinning out my hair, which made my washing time, it honestly, like, it was almost like when, you know, I have less hair, like when my, not when I'm bald, but like when the hair is like shorter and you, maybe you don't need to, you know, it doesn't take you as long. Basically, it ended up, I think, lessening my washing time, because my hair was thinner, and my hair was maybe a little bit damaged, but it made it, it changed the texture. So so I guess, yeah, the blonde dye was very interesting for me because it didn't come out exactly as blonde, but it slightly changed my texture such that I thought, wow, this is because I also wanted to experiment with, like, you know, different texturizers, different relaxers, maybe different perms as well, which was what I was thinking of doing next. But once I think I got into more of the dyeing experience, I realized that I couldn't do both at the same time. So I learned that it's very important to experiment, because a lot of times, I mean, again, I say that I call it minimalist, but it's more that I'm a little bit lazy with my hair. And when you have a lazy approach, sometimes you don't learn as much. So I plan on experimenting in the future as well. But after having bleached my hair, it kind of honestly put me off in relaxers and maybe even texturizers. I think, you know, people say texturizers are supposed to be like a milder version of relaxers, but I know that they are. I think it's a different proportion of the like the chemicals within texturizers are supposed to be like in different proportions so that it becomes milder, but they're kind of all the same thing in many ways. And I think also I saw somebody like hairstylist saying that you know, the relaxing, like the texturizers basically, or sometimes they use relaxers as texturizers by using less time by basically leaving it on the hair for less time. So I guess that's to say that you can have the same effect using a relaxer, just like lessening your time. I don't know, the whole thing, honestly, because because of how dry and brittle and maybe I think bleaching is like the most processing you can do to your hair, but it kind of also put me off because technically relaxers and texturizers kind of give you into the same experience. I think relaxers are kind of like changing the bonds, but in order to do that, it kind of has to, like, you know, go through your the outer layer of the hair, so it ends up affecting the hair in a very similar way. And yeah, I liked the hair and how less time it took when it was bleached, but what I didn't like was more so that when my hair dries, it was extremely dry. I mean, it was almost like my hair was like trying to suck the water out of my body, because that's how dry my hair was. And your hair is dead. That's what they say, like your hair doesn't repair itself, which makes it dead in some ways. And so bleaching kind of put me off in how to experiment with my hair, because sometimes it makes some of the hair processing less, because your hair is so damaged that it's so fragile that you don't get to do much to it. But just maybe it looks okay as well. Not all damaged hair looks bad, but I don't know. It just it was just interesting, and the lesson is to experiment more, but I'm gonna figure out how to experiment more in the future, because I don't know what it would mean to I guess in some ways I don't want to have the same experiences 2 times. So that is that. Okay, happy New Year. This is, I guess today is now, I guess it's already the 31st. So happy New Year, and wishing you a good New Year. Talk to you next year. Bye.